All right, welcome back to Terror by the Bay. I'm David. And Vanilla Gary's over there not waiting for his cue, apparently.
Well, I'm guest starring, apparently.
So, apparently, ICE is having a difficult time making their hiring quotas. So, indeed, on top of the $50,000 that they're offering as a signing bonus, and getting rid of college student loan debt, they're now opening up the age ranges. What were the age ranges before?
Before, you had to be like between 21 and 37-ish, 37, 38, depending on the job you were signing up for.
No.
Now, as long as you're over 18 or over, no problem. Join ICE, baby.
Yeah.
It's funny how they're okay giving signing bonuses and debt forgiveness to ICE agents, but let's not pay teachers or
anybody else.
It's just crazy. It's there are folks on the internet drawing some parallels between what was happening in 1930s and 40s Germany and what's happening here.
Like if they were comparing the brown shirts and the secret police, the extrajudicial secret police.
There are some people that are wondering if you get a big red patch to put on your arm if you join the ICE groups.
South Park certainly gored it in their last episode. Mr. Mackey gets fired from his job because of budget cuts, so he joins ICE because he needs the $50,000 sign-on bonus. And they decide they want to make him the face of, get rid of Christy Noe and make Mr. Mackey the face of ICE. So there's a lot of Christy Noe jokes, stuff making fun of her, pop culture-wise at her expense. I saved several TikTok clips. I will give Michelle a montage when she gets home tonight.
Oh God, yeah, it's frightening. The parallels are frightening, frankly. Yeah. I mean, it's not a big leap comparing ICE to certain government
historical groups.
Yes,
that were supported fascists.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just we're kind of dancing around saying the G word because we don't want to get demonetized.
The name of the gazpacho. That's what Marjorie Taylor Greene called it.
Yeah, they enjoy cool tomato soup. So they've removed the age limits. So the $50,000 signing bonus, was that for anybody or was that only for like specific jobs?
I don't know. It's something not like I looked into it.
Well, they've got all this money appropriated to the agency, so now they've got to hire.
Yeah. This explains why you've got a bunch of out of shape people that don't act professionally, that are hiding their faces and aren't wearing badges because they are woefully unqualified. And all it is right now, they've taken a professional organization and made it into a brute squad militia.
Yep.
Yeah, and not a very professional one.
And what's so cool is you get some testosterone-laden 18-year-old, put a loaded gun in his hand and put a badge on him, and then point at a group of brown people and say, "There's the enemy. Go get him, Tiger."
Yeah.
Nothing bad could possibly happen in that situation, especially when people are like chanting and jeering and calling names and stuff, because most 18-year-olds have a good self-control and good emotional mental development at this point.
Yeah. Got a bad taste in your mouth there, huh?
Yeah, it tastes like victory to me. I can't imagine anything bad happening. So
it's certainly not a Kyle Rittenhouse moment,
Oh yeah, clearly not.
Completely different. I mean, he was only 17 years old with a automatic weapon loaded in his hand, dealing with people that were yelling and jeering at him.
Yeah, that extra year makes all the difference. I'm sure Kyle now is a far more mature adult.
Yeah, he's a victim.
Okay, let's take a look at the energy around Ice Baby.
It's so warm out right now. I could use some ice, baby.
Okay, what do we need to know about Ice? Three of Pentacles. Just hey, how do we get more people? We've got money. How do we get more people in? It's the cross is the Two of Pentacles. You know, this has been a MAGA talking point for Trump to get rid of the brown people. I've got the money now. I just got to get the resource. That's what's hampering him right now. That, you know, and a bunch of people that are starting to realize that this isn't even. I think even some of the MAGA folks aren't supportive of how they're doing it. I think that's probably what this challenge is. But the energy underneath it is the Knight of Swords. But we are going to go full steam ahead with and carry on with reckless abandon. In the past, there was temperance, there was balance. Yeah, there was deportations, and you know, there were sanctuary cities where, you know, if you were undocumented, it was kind of a safe haven. But that was in the past. Current energy is the Three of Wands. Ship them overseas, baby. Take whatever action you need to take to get rid of them. Overarching energy is the Hermit. Trying to find a way to get more of them out of the country. A lesson to be learned is the Two of Cups. You know, instead of working with the undocumented people and acknowledging the good things that they do, instead we're just going to get rid of them. And then the outcome is the Eight of Swords. I feel like there's a lot of folks within ICE who have been there a while who just feel like their hands are tied, that they're stuck, or it could just be, you know, MAGA and Trump have sold this talking point and they are going forward with it, and they just don't care. You know, they've tied themselves to this.
Everything in your spread is kind of highlighting the rush to hire unqualified people. Yep. That once you've got them hired, now how do you get rid of them?
Well, you know, it's funny
with what you got. Congratulations. Now what the hell are you going to do with this thing?
Yeah, I mean, when we were doing the kind of the run up, the background on this, that was the thought I had. Is like, what happens when you know this administration goes away and Congress grows a spine and they cut the appropriation for ICE, right? I mean, at some point you have to, because there won't be anyone left to get rid of. You know, or
maybe they could pick up trash on the side of the road.
God. Or they're just gonna have to expand who's considered undesirable and needs to be marched out of the country.
Well,
right?
That always happens, right?
Yeah, gotta grow the scope.
What will be the future of unqualified ICE agents as a result of this? And here we go with the future card, Wheel of Fortune. As the wheel spins on, the challenge is the contracts that they've signed.
Yep.
The agreements and the contracts. And then it's like, okay, what do we do with this stuff now? It's like, what do we do with these guys? We have all these contracts with them, and they have protections from being fired or laid off. The funding for ICE goes away. And now you have to come up with a plan. What are you going to do with these guys? How do you repurpose these people? So you're going to have more money budgeted to fix the problem. It's almost like you have to give them a severance. Mm-hmm. You give a sign-on bonus and a severance. Lesson to be learned is the Ace of Wands. Next time, think things through before you take action, lest you repeat it. Outcome, it's the Three of Coins. I think there'll be layoffs. there'll be some type of, like what Doge did with their letters of severance. They're gonna sever ties with folks. Um, you know what I think? What they might do is they might put in fitness, health and fitness tests, that you have to pass these health and fitness tests to stay in there. Otherwise, you're let go. They're going to have to come up with some way to get folks out the door.
Well,
disqualify them.
Yes and no, because Trump has already gotten a Supreme Court victory saying that he can pretty much just lay people off without any good reason.
Yeah, maybe.
So it could be one of those things where the Supreme Court decision is unfortunate right now for the.
You shouldn't say Trump got it. The Supreme Court has ruled that a president can do this.
Yes.
Because,
but the current president is using it to get rid of subject matter experts. The next president might use it to get rid of thugs. So
maybe.
What is the how is ICE looking in 2 years? Okay, in 2 years, your foundation of the Four Cups not happy with the situation that's in front of them. This could be Dave severances, layoffs and severances. Mm-hmm. The challenges, the cross is the King of Wands. We had to take a bold action. Bold action needed to be taken. Of course, this Four of Cups could also be the more senior members of ICE not happy with the direction that the agency has gone because of the actions that were being taken. Underneath it, you got the Four of Wands, the celebrations, celebrating the actions and activities of the agency. In the past, the Three of Cups, everyone being happy and thrilled that all of this money and manpower were being put towards the ICE community there. Current situation is the Two of Swords. We have a choice. We're facing a choice right now. Overarching energy is the Two of Pentacles. It's about that balance. How do you balance money with border security, and how do you balance all these brown people that we have basically deported with the fact that we've got this bloated agency now and we don't have anyone left to deport. Lesson to be learned, the Star. What in the world is the Star? Because to me, the Star is about democracy and about the best of the United States. And I guess maybe it's understanding that everybody contributes to that. Every single citizen, every single person that's working here contributes to the United States and makes it the best place it can be. Outcome, Knight of Pentacles. I think right now it's what I'm getting is in 2 years they are looking at a money situation and they need to figure out how they're going to manage their finances. So this expansion of ICE is going to run its course within 2 years.
You're going to say the ice is melting?
No ice. No ice, thank you.
No ice. You like it neat. Just a general spirit. What else do you want us to know about the current iteration that is Immigration Custom Enforcement, known as ICE, and how it's been taken over? The Lover's card and the King of Cups. I think it's just history repeating itself due to the immaturity of the man. And underneath all is the Hanged Man. There's a lot of history. If it's not repeating, it's rhyming. And now we get to see what it's like to have the rise of fascism in our country, blaming the immigrants, then going out, having young people, but people who are inexperienced trying to wield power.
Yeah.
and the whole thing is driven by greed, corporate greed, oligarchical greed. But this is also the violent history of the United States. It's our legacy. We came into this country stealing land from the native people. We've enslaved people. We don't have the greatest history, and this opportunity to learn about that history and then go forward and try and do better. So it exposes the country for what it is, the violence that was used to create it, and then put it in a more recent historical context so that we have a better ability to understand it. And maybe, just maybe, we can figure out some compassion that we can give to other people because we're better than that.
Yeah.
Apparently, we're not right now, but the cream will rise to the top.
Yeah, I think you kind of touched on it. We're better than that, but the problem is right now, there's a lot of people that aren't thinking we're better than that. They're thinking we're better than them. And
but there's a minority of people that have been encouraged to show their most awful side to everyone else.
Oh yeah,
and that's okay.
And that's exactly it. We're better than them, so they need to go because they're inferior. It's just when we were younger, I remember distinctly thinking, this is probably like junior high type age,
that boys are better than girls.
Yeah, exactly. I did a lot of reading about World War II in the junior high years. And I remember distinctly thinking, how could people be so dumb to fall for this?
Yep. Same thing.
Here we are, 45 years later. It's like, oh, I get it now.
I had that same conversation with this woman I work with who is a German-born person who's living in the United States. And she had asked her grandfather, who was in the Wehrmacht, how could you support such an evil man? He just kind of shrugged his shoulders like, you didn't have a choice. You got drafted. You went to the war. You got shot. Those were your choices. Yeah. Now, he was in the Wehrmacht, the actual German army, as opposed to the SS. So he wasn't a Nazi. He was a German. But, it's easy to say, oh, well, Hitler's obviously evil. Everybody sees it. Why would they support him? And now you get to see how the propaganda and the poison spreads, and how alluring it is to a certain section of people.
Yeah, it's
a drug, and they need it.
It's just so stunning to me because I think Obama even said, he goes, I knew that at some point in our history, we would be susceptible to a populist kind of candidate. I just figured it'd be someone who was more appealing than Trump. But here we are.
Yeah, he took over a cult and made it a cult of personality, and the cult members in Congress are sprinting to the finish line. It's kind of like an every man for themselves, almost like the gold rush or the land grabbing when they open up the middle territories and the western territories.
Yep.
The thing that you could put your stakes down became yours.
Exactly. See, what I would have done was I would have gone like 100 yards out, put down a stake, and have you a couple miles of that way, put down a stake. Now everyone has to go around because this is
not
quite
how it worked. Not quite how it worked.
Oh, but we would have thought that through. And then while everyone's going around, we just go deep.
Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video, supporting our channel. We appreciate it.
Yeah, if you like these videos, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell. We'll wake you up at midnight with a new one. We'll be asleep, but you'll be awake watching this.
And I think Gary's got a special shout out he wants to give.
I do. We're only one shout out. I just want to give a special shout out to special shout out to Kathy Lynn, Dark Cat, who made an incredibly generous contribution to the channel. Kathy Lynn, thank you so much for.
Give you two cards: Queen of Coins, the Queen of Cups, 8 of Coins, and the Strength card.
So what does that all mean?
Gary's going to drink everything that you gave him. He's going to buy the strongest beer he could find.
Exactly, because the King of Cups needs to fill his goblet. So, Catherine, thank you so much. It was very, very kind of you. And David, I truly appreciate you.
Yes, thank you very much.
And then a card for the rest of us. Oh, dear. The five of wands. Now everyone's going to be all fighting to give us large donations. Oh, don't fight, people. Just give us the money.
Yes. Another Monty Python sketch reference.
Exactly.
All right, everyone. Again, thank you very much. Have a good one. We'll catch you on the next video. Take care.
Take care, folks. Bye.